Mr. President, shortly we're going to be voting on an amendment offered by our colleague from Kentucky, Senator Paul, that deals with restrictions on U.S. support in regards to the Middle East. I'm going to urge my colleagues to vote against that amendment. Our ally Israel is at war to destroy Hamas terrorists, not at a war against the Palestinian people. But this amendment by my colleague threatens U.S. efforts that support stability and security efforts and that serves Israel and U.S. interests. What it would do is put certain restrictions on what funds America can make available in the region, particularly in regards to the Palestinians. It would undermine the United States' ability to work in lockstep with Israel on critical security cooperation and on counterterrorism efforts with the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank. Today, we have a partnership in regards to security on the West Bank. The U.S. is helping in regards to the training of Palestinian security forces. And, Mr. President, one of the pleasant surprises, I would say, is during this war between Israel and Hamas, we've seen relative peace in the West Bank. The security forces are doing their job. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. There's too much violence taking place everywhere. But the security forces have been successful in providing more stability in the region. That would be compromised or eliminated under the Paul Amendment. It would prohibit the U.S. from meeting longstanding commitments to providing life-saving assistance for hospitals, vaccines for children, and water treatment facilities. This goes beyond Taylor Force in cutting off potential funds to the Palestinians for their life-saving type of activities, from hospitals to water treatment facility plants. It would also prohibit future assistance, including humanitarian assistance, to any governing entity for innocent Palestinians the day after Israel has destroyed Hamas, undermining the United States' ability to work towards a political horizon for Palestinians that protects Israel's security. We are all concerned about what happens after the war ends with Hamas, after Hamas is destroyed. We need to have an entity that has the credibility among the Palestinians, and that will require us all to have partnerships to make a lasting peace, so we can have lasting peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians. The Paul Amendment compromises that from being able to be done. It would restrict what we can do in partnership to make that a reality. We know the tragedy of this war with Hamas, but we hope coming out of it will give us a new opportunity for peace in the region. And that will require us to be able to help deal with the crisis that's been created through Hamas's attack, particularly with the Palestinian people, and to work to make sure there's a future for the Palestinian people living in peace with Israel. So this amendment does not serve our national security interests. It compromises our ability to have a successful conclusion after Hamas has been destroyed. It compromises our current abilities to keep peace in the region, particularly in the West Bank. It compromises what we need to do in regards to the humanitarian needs in the region. And for all those reasons, I would urge my colleagues to reject the amendment.